The new AI era has arrived. DeepSeek will change the world. To me, this is just the beginning. And in fact, now the high yield bonds AD line is showing danger to the US market. This is going to be a very big important video you have to watch. Now, before that, disclaimer apply as usual. Now, one thing, guys, US stocks have rallied recently because Donald Trump has delayed the tariff plans. We all know that Donald Trump has taken the softer side against China, and of course, with that, Federal Reserve has also decided to hold rates steady, and that basically caused a collusion now between Donald Trump and Jerome Powell, right? But the question is this: why this Jerome Powell doesn't want to cut the rate? Now, basically, the two reasons are the inflation has been heating up again. We can see that crude oil prices going up, commodity prices going up, and of course, the labor market is not deteriorating. Now, this is something very important. So, in one part itself, it seems that the U.S. employment is doing well, but the thing is, at the same time, inflation is creeping up, and if these two combined together, it doesn't give any reason for the Federal Reserve to cut interest rate. So the question will be next: how Donald Trump is going to get his things done? Now, one thing to note, right? We need to know one thing is that when the Federal Reserve cut interest rate at a too fast speed, we've seen before in the past that actually causes a recession. Now we saw it back in 2000 when the Federal Reserve cut interest rate from 6% all the way dramatically down to 1%. We have a recession. At the same time, back in 2008, we saw the same thing where the Federal Reserve cut interest rate from 5% down to 0%. We have a recession. And of course, when we had the same thing back in the COVID period, same thing happened. So now with the speed of this cutting of interest rate, there must be a compelling reason for the Federal Reserve to do this. If they continue to cut it too fast, it will send the wrong message to the market. And that's something that I believe Jerome Powell doesn't want to do. So because of that, I don't think that Donald Trump can catch what he wants unless something terrible happen. And of course, I got my reason to say that. So with this thing here now, we do know that inflation, although may have slipped down from the peak, but it is now holding up, and it seems to be food and energy is the one that pushing up the market. So based on this core inflation stalling chart, we can see that we have a change around recently right here. And this is not good because this is the PPI, this and the CPI numbers. So if we're going to see this as a guide, we can see now food prices is definitely going up. And I already warned you guys last year that we're going to see food prices going up. I believe in Singapore, we're going to see it very fast, probably by this July or August period, we'll see prices of our food price going up again. So with all this thing happening right now, what do we expect from the market soon? Or something to take note now is this. Now, if the inflation numbers turning to go higher, right, we're going to see the Federal Reserve have to consider to increase interest rate instead. But of course, that will become a problem. So that's why I believe that in the short term, we're going to see the US 10-year yield going back up again. And when that actually happens, we're going to see the stock market pulling down. And that's the reason why I think that you should be considering to take some profit off the table, because this chart for the US bond market has been pretty accurate. Now, one thing and very important chart to take note is this high yield bonds cumulative advanced decline line. Now, this is really full credit to Tom McClellan and the McClellan OSC. All right. So basically, this chart I saw on the internet, I like it very much. It's since from 2014 to now 2024, the last 10 years, every time when this particular indicator goes down, we do see a stock market coming off. So where we are right now, yes, we have this problem right now, and that's why I believe that the stock market could be coming down soon. And of course, I already said that by March to April period, we should see a bit of selling the market. Now, what could be one of the catalysts? I think this is one big warning. We saw what happened to DeepSeek impact on the AI market, and when I saw this China humanoid robots dancing in a Spring Festive Gala event, I'm very impressed. So because of that, I want to show it to you now how incredible this can change our life. Let's take a look. Look at how impressive is this, guys. They can actually spin the cloth and get it back. Oh my God, this is really incredible. And because of that itself, right, it's very clear now to understand that how this DeepSeek is going to impact OpenAI and also how it works. So to make it easier for everybody, this is how the cartoon will explain to you between DeepSeek and OpenAI. And it's very clear. that this DeepSeek is going to change the world. So now the thing is this, with Microsoft shares coming on weak, with the guidance also coming weak, Tesla basically, even though they have tried their best, but they have missed their estimate, and of course Meta shares coming down in a way, all this tells you that you need to be careful on the power of AI. So what about Microsoft? Why Microsoft shares recently come down, right? It's because Microsoft basically has a huge capex with the NVIDIA. Yes, indeed. So because of that itself, I strongly believe that Microsoft should see more selling coming out to the 401 series level. And of course, I believe in the longer term, we may even see 385. Now, one thing to note, Microsoft basically has full leverage onto with NVIDIA, and that was whereby they get a very strong impact due to the DeepSeek. And of course, we have NVIDIA coming down badly, and we can see NVIDIA jumping down, and the volume has been decreasing, which is not a good sign. Now, if the boys are buying, the volume should be increasing, but it's not happening right now. And I think that there will be more selling to come. I believe that NVIDIA share will hit $96 in the months to come. Now, of course, this is very different from other people who are telling me that they are expecting NVIDIA price to go up. I don't think so, because even Mark Zuckerberg has came in that DeepSeek will benefit the company, which is Meta, and the future of AI business. Because we all know that now, if something can be bought at cheaper price, why would you want to buy something more expensive? And this is what's happening right now. And because of that, I strongly believe that the Nasdaq should be having some impactful move. Now, at the moment now, Nasdaq may have to go back up to 21,800 just to basically cover this gap here as well, which I think that what the market wants. But once they realize that this is not able to sustain a sell off back to here, 20,600 is actually very, very possible. So for us, we are just waiting for the market to peak, and then we'll continue our rate onto this market. And of course, last but not least, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's Cal signing off. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.